Welcome back. It is the wrestling segment. How are y'all doing? Before we started, just want to say, as a true legitimate thing, we all wish Roman Reigns luck in his, journey to getting better. If you don't know, he came out on Raw and said that he had leukemia. He had it when he was younger, and he beat it then, and we know he'll beat it now. So, Roman Reigns, our thoughts and prayers are out to you. I know, Steve, you're a little upset. Right, Steve?
Yeah, Deontay, of course I'm upset. I kind of had something to talk about with that. But,
Well, go ahead.
well, first we get the... Okay. All right. So, I'm going to kind of pull back the curtain on Steve Young.
All right.
Brian, get out. Get out.
Really?
Get out.
What?
Get an intern. Give me some coffee.
Wait, really?
Go get me some coffee.
I'm gonna go sit in the couch then.
No. Give me a paper towel. My nose. Go ahead. Come on, intern.
Intern. Moment. Here's something.
Intern Cletus. Hurry up. You're being timed. Okay, sorry. I had to boss the intern around,
Oh.
All right, so, pull back the curtain and exposing the business here, Steve Young, me. Roman Reigns, it's been a big inspiration in my life. I'm not kidding, being so serious. Roman Reigns and my cousin, who passed away 2 years ago, were my inspirations for, going to the gym, getting in shape, and him saying it's leukemia really, it hit me hard. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a fan of this man. I have defended this man since day one. All the negative Roman Reigns fans who always against him. I was the '1 guy, and he doesn't know me, but Deontay knows. I always defended him.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I get emotional, I didn't see you come like. I'm sorry, I didn't see intern Brian come back that quick. Yeah, but yeah, if I get, excuse me, because like I said, this is my favorite wrestler. But yeah, his announcement really sucked the air out of the whole entire arena.
It did.
It really did.
You can see like when he was first coming out, you could still hear the typical Roman Reigns like half reaction, where it's just like some are booing, some are cheering.
Yeah.
But as soon as he said that and started going through his inspirational speech, it was like people were like, oh well, never mind. This guy is actually pretty cool.
But something was up when he comes out in regular street clothes.
Yeah.
That was, like I said, that's why I knew something was up, and
They were saying there was something wrong with him like a couple of days ago, but nobody was sure what it was. I think not even the commentators knew that it was that he had freaking cancer.
The commentators did not know that he had cancer, so he canceled until he made the announcement.
Right.
And it was just seeing Corey Graves, upset because him and Roman, and I think all of them in the Shield, they're all really good friends, especially him and Roman. He said their kids play together and all that stuff. And then when Seth came out and you see Seth's crying.
Right.
It's just like you never see Seth Rollins cry, and seeing him cry and see Dean fighting it back.
Yeah.
Was very like they revealed the curtain. This is one of those real moments in wrestling.
And the entire wrestling world was like full on, just we're with you, Roman.
Yeah.
And we're gonna,
And it was kudos. I always had respect for Kenny Omega, but what him and Tama Tonga did, coming out saying, we're behind you, we're supporting you, we hope things get better for you. That was amazing. But there's idiots on Twitter.
Oh Lord.
Who oh well, I still don't like Roman Reigns. I'm still not going to cheer for this guy. Oh, well maybe he's not a good guy, whatever. And I still don't like Roman Reigns. And a lot of people were getting aggravated because some people will lead their tweets with, I still don't like Roman Reigns' character, but I feel bad for Joe. That's aggravating. That's like, can we just drop this? I still don't like his character. Can we just stop the crap just for 1 minute? Like, there's people out here that I read tweets where they're saying, I still don't like him. I still hate him. So what? He has cancer. People are still being buttholes about it. And this this man is about to go home and literally fight for his life because it's cancer.
Right.
You know?
Right.
To be real, I hope he comes back soon.
Yeah.
But there's a scenario out there where he may not come back soon. There's a scenario out there that, people are saying, leukemia sometimes could be a 3-year process. It could be. I mean, probably with any cancer.
Right.
I hope he comes back soon. But when he comes back, if it's a long time he comes back, the whole landscape is going to be changed.
Oh, definitely.
And it just sucks that this guy finally gets his run with the belt, a good run, and gets it taken away from him. This guy is a great guy, a class act, and I know somebody who was like, "Wow, I didn't know Reigns was a good guy." I said, because you were so clouded by the fact that you don't like his character. You don't like the fact this guy was getting a push that, you didn't see past it. Maybe he's a good guy. You probably, I don't know if you read, but there was a bunch of tributes out about him. One with Aleister Black, you hear his tribute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're talking about how Roman was like, helped him backstage.
Yeah, Roman told him, hey, you don't got to clean these locker rooms, he,
because it was like, you sometimes forget Roman's a locker room leader.
Yeah, he is. He told him Roman made him feel, at home in the locker room. He's one of the boys. Roman's a good guy. There's an indie wrestler that's a part of Seth Rollins' little Black and Brave? His wrestling school he has.
Yeah.
That the guy had his first match coming up in a couple days, did not have a pair of boots.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman Reigns, he asked Seth, anybody got a pair of boots? And Seth was like, I'll see. Contacted Roman, and Roman was like, yeah, give him my boots. Roman gave him boots for free.
Okay.
This guy, like I said, he is a great guy, and a lot of people are being complete buttholes on Twitter, but still don't support him. They're just legitimate assholes. This guy is a great guy, and I just said asshole. And I try to stretch this is a PG podcast, but at this point I don't care. This is my guy, my favorite wrestler, and he's out. People being complete buttholes still. And it's like, come on, guys. This guy's about to go and fight for his life, and people are being dicks on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know somebody who's still, it's still like Roman Reigns. He's fighting cancer. Well, sir, you deserve to go into a ditch and be the rest of your life with nobody around you. And yeah.
It feels like people, it doesn't matter whether you like his character or not. Save that for later. Or, save that. And the thing is, when Roman comes back, he's going to get a giant pop.
Yeah, he's going to get a giant pop, and he deserves it.
Yeah, not a lot of wrestlers beat cancer like that. So, especially in the midst of their careers. So, he's going to come back, and he's going to probably get a giant face pop, and it's going to be weird to, boo Roman after that point. So, it's like, he's going to probably still be the top face, and it's fine.
I just got one thing I got to say. People might not like what I'm about to say, but I totally disagree with the Dean Ambrose heel turn for that night. I feel like WWE were wrong for turning Dean heel on that night because there was something real life was going on. People, like I said, the air was sucked out. I think a lot of people there, Roman was on their mind that whole night,
Right.
And definitely on my mind, where I was like, I can't really enjoy this show fully because, my favorite wrestler is gone for the foreseeable future.
Right.
I feel like they should have waited at least a week because that was a very touching moment for Rollins and Ambrose to win those titles. Yes, I know, wrestling is not real, but it was a very touching moment, and for them to turn Dean heel right there and there, it's like, because that decision was made that night.
Right.
Let's be real here. It was not made in the feud. It was made that night.
Right.
And a lot, he has heat. He has heat. With a lot, with the fans now.
Right.
And you had those people who think it's cool, to cheer for the heels, think it's cool for the blah blah. Yeah, Dean, you had every right to turn. Blah. You didn't hear that?
That's weird to say.
You didn't hear that? People were saying that last night. I mean, not last night, Monday night. People were saying it.
Here's the thing with the storyline is that one of the best parts of that segment, and my opinion on it is, I was emotionally torn up about it, but it was like, dang, I guess from a storytelling perspective, it was like, okay, I guess I was kind of smart, carny, but smart.
You could have waited a week.
They could have waited. They could have waited. They definitely could have waited. I wasn't too upset that they didn't wait, but I feel like it would have been best if they had waited.
But I knew something was coming when you saw, Strowman turn babyface, then Elias turn babyface.
Which was the weirdest part of the night, honestly.
Which there was plans, I read there was plans for Elias to turn babyface a couple months from now, but they was like, we gotta do it now because we don't have,
Roman.
our big face is gone. Roman's gone. We gotta do something. So which why I think that when Bray Wyatt comes back, he'll be a heel.
Makes sense.
And they'll probably turn somebody else heel.
Well, they have
with
Lashley.
Like Lashley. But
Like-
yeah, I think they should have waited. I'm sorry.
My thing is that as much as you could be on Dean's side in that feud and like cheer him and say, yeah, you deserve to be a solo guy, Dean, one of the most touching parts of that entire segment was when Dean does the DDT to Rollins, and then Rollins is like all dazed about it. Dean's like beating himself up about it, probably. I mean, and then he turns to Rollins. He picks up his head, and Rollins is just petting his head like, "It's okay, Dean. It's okay." Like, now maybe it was just like an out of storyline moment of like Seth being like, it's okay, Dean. We can do the storyline. Don't be upset. Or you take it as in storyline of Seth being like, I forgive you for doing this. You're a little nutso right now. You're probably just going through it. I forgive you for doing what you're doing. Like, that's like true brotherhood right there. I mean, think about when like Dean turned on Rollins and it was like, and then Dean didn't even give it a second thought. He was just like, oh, you did this. I'm coming after you. Seth was just full on just like, I almost kind of deserve this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess in continuity, I thought it was great storytelling, but yeah, they probably could have waited. I think
Meltzer was even agreeing with they should have waited.
yeah. It was. I don't know.
I mean, they just, their fantasy world is always number one, even to the real world stuff, and it's just like, I mean, this is just, like, I feel like this was not the right time for him to turn. He could have waited a week.
Maybe. I mean, we all know Vince, and when it comes to real life stuff, it's sort of like he's like very just half and half with paying attention to. Or no, he knows like, it's going on, but it's like Vince has his priorities.
Yes. It's just I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know. Me watching even SmackDown, it was still like I said, I'm a big AJ Styles fan. They still did a Roman,
Right.
Promo. They showed that again.
Right.
They've seen the Usos, then he went for the Uso.
The splash.
The splash. He did the Roman Reigns,
Fist cock.
Fist cock, and then they did a backstage interview. This is for you, Roman. I think, like I said, I'm still going to watch wrestling, of course.
Right.
It's just, especially WrestleMania time comes. It's going to be like, dang, Roman's not here.
Yeah.
I think now, which the WrestleMania main event, I think is going to be Rollins versus Ambrose. I also think that now they are definitely going to go. WWE's going to go after Kenny Omega and the Bucks. They're going to the Bullet Club now hard because they need
a top face.
They do, and I think Kenny will definitely fill the void.
I mean, me personally, I'd say if you're going for a top face of Raw, I mean, why not Rollins?
Yeah, I think what they're going to do with that, Lesnar wins the title at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
And they make the focus going to be Rollins and Dean for the Intercontinental title.
My thing is, please don't just put my thing is just give Strowman like a run for like a couple months and then let someone else win it. I'm sick of Brock holding the belt. I'm sick of him holding the belt. He held it for like a year and like a half, and even before that he held it for like a few months back in like 14, 15, and it's just like he's held the belt enough. Let him do his UFC thing when he wants to.
I don't know if he can come back though.
Really?
I think I was reading somewhere that Lesnar may not get his match in UFC.
Really?
He may not. Dan Cormier was saying that after his next fight, he's trying to be a commentator. WWE.
I heard about that.
Did you hear that, Brian?
Not UFC?
No, in WWE, Dan Cormier is going to be a commentator after his next UFC fight. After that, he's going to, You salty?
Oh, it's quite over. You just said it might happen.
May not happen, May not.
It better happen. Sorry.
It's okay.
After that last Cormier fight.
But
what happened afterwards?
Also, I meant to point out that I know it said the Intercontinental title, but I forgot to mention that I read somewhere that Rollins and Dean could possibly main event Mania for the Universal title.
Sure. It'd be really great to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be something new. B, it would cement the two as being like, cause it always did feel like the Shield boys weren't equal in terms of like.
I thought they were equal. They all were Grand Slam champions.
Well, yes, but you could tell there was a hierarchy where it was like Roman, Seth, then Dean. And which makes the great story, like, cause of course Roman has to be on top. He is the company guy. Of course he has to be on top. Rollins is right here. He was always like, he's the good hand of it. He's the good hand who can work the mid card and the world title scene. And then you got Dean, who's like,
who did get his run with the main belt.
He did.
You know, fans wanted him to get his main belt run. Then when he get it, they weren't too impressed with it. So I mean,
well, I liked it. I personally liked his run with the belt. He didn't keep it for long, but what he got, I thought it was pretty cool. He beat Roman and Dean, Roman and Seth.
Held it for a couple months.
He got to fight AJ Styles. His Ziggler match wasn't the best, but he got to feud with John Cena and then beat John Cena clean. I mean,
okay.
I'm not upset with what he had. I sometimes wish he had a better run on like a longer run on SmackDown, but then what we got after that, I'm happy with. So I'm not even upset really. Fans are fickle. What can you do? Wrestling fans, WWE fans can be very fickle. But speaking of just the wrestling world, to kind of move on from
more news.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Kevin Owens may not be back to after WrestleMania.
Which the injury bug strikes again.
Yeah. Lita and Trish possibly will both be used for WrestleMania and Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Kind of figured that when I saw them come back, they got their T-shirts again. I was like, okay, yeah. Rousey wrote that whole promo she made on the Bellas last week. She wrote it all by herself.
Which I'm happy with. They're letting her just go out there and do it.
Alicia Fox. I'm sorry, I said Alicia Fox. Well, also Alicia Fox, she may also be used as a backup, which is why you saw her attack Trish and Lita.
Alexa's hurt.
Yeah, just has a concussion.
Yeah.
Just in case she can't go on Sunday, she might
She's been hurt for a minute though. It's like she keeps getting hurt recently.
Yeah. Fox is also going to want SmackDown to be less comedy, more sports-like.
I heard about that, because I heard I've heard people be like, Cormier should comedy for SmackDown. I'm like, I mean, you could, I guess.
Yeah.
That's probably what they might do.
He might get his, until then, when he comes to his trial, he might start NXT kind of work down there first. WWE wants Rousey to be a regular cast member on Total Divas. I hope she says no.
I hope so. She doesn't need Total Divas.
And plus, that show is not good anyway. They don't get good reviews anyway.
It started hot like seasons ago, but it stopped. It's gone down.
Yeah. Well, with Daniel Bryan, they say he may not be there at Crown Jewel. It's not 100% confirmed like how this was Cena. But if he does show up, they could possibly put a title on him to kind of take heat off of Saudi Arabia thing, the controversy.
I mean, that wouldn't take the heat off of anything. I mean, it'd be cool to have Daniel win.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna take the heat off of anything.
It would.
That entire situation is just messy.
It is really messy. Also, SmackDown 1000 was the first time Vince was backstage in a while.
For SmackDown or just in general?
For SmackDown.
Okay.
Because apparently, he does the conference calls about the show. He tells them, go over the script. Still, tells people what he wants to be done. It was the first time being back there for a while. I mean, he had to be there for 1000. I mean, come on now.
Right.
But did you hear about the fake news of the new wrestling promotion that Jim Ross and Chris Jericho was going to start with the Khan family?
Yeah.
And how the Bucks and them already, Bucks and Cody and King, they already said, Hangman, we're going to stick in a promo. You're definitely going to be there. Really?
I looked at that and I was like, wait, really? And I looked up and I was like, wait a second.
It wasn't even credible. Like Meltzer didn't report, didn't report this.
Yeah.
Only one site reported it, and it was like, I'm having a hard time believing this because he does realize, if this was real. right? You're going to sign, the Bucks in them, whatever. Who else you going to pick? Who else you going to get on your promotion? ROH and New Japan are probably not going to want to work with you after you take their wrestlers from them.
Yeah, really.
Then you're going to bleed a lot of money. Your first couple years, you're going to try and,
get the Bucks of all people for your first starting roster.
Yeah, then, you want to go up against the New Japan, and Ring of Honor.
And
you got to get a TV deal.
Yeah.
Which Impact is struggling, on Pop TV. TV deals are not, you're not WWE. You don't get a lucrative TV deal. I mean, it's just like, it's so many holes to this. Would Jim Ross really want to do a promotion now? I mean,
no.
Jericho. I mean, it just doesn't. It just didn't. It sounded okay from a fan perspective. It sounded cool, But then it's like you thought about it, didn't make much sense
because it's such a random pairing. Not random, but it's just like Jericho and Ross.
Yeah. Then the Khan family. It's just like I don't. Then also think about this. So the Bucks and Kenny and them, they need to strike while the iron is hot with WWE.
Right.
With that big money deal.
Right.
Because isn't Matt having like a back problem kind of thing? They got to get their money now where they can, they're definitely set up for life.
Right.
Them and their kids. Which is why I think that with the which I think they want to come after them now because of the Roman Reigns thing. Sorry, interns do something stupid. Intern Brian. He's doing a stupid laugh too. I'm getting very nervous. But I think that they're definitely going to come after them really hard now, especially Kenny. Like I said, I think we said last week that they're not happy. Kenny and them not happy with New Japan. A bunch of wrestlers not happy back there with New Japan. All the stuff going on. Like I said, I think I was talking to somebody earlier who was like, no, I don't want Kenny to come. I don't think it's going to happen. I said, it's really possible. Especially Roman going down, it's really possible. Plus, interesting, Cody dropped the NWA title on Sunday.
Which I was so confused by. Like, it was like best two out of three. It was like a best 2 out of 3 falls, and I'm like, you had him win the belt at the show, but then lose it back to Aldis. And I get like the whole like Mankind had reigns like that, where he reigned like a short amount of time and then dropped the belt back. But it's like, why?
I think that was an indication that they want to test the waters. It's not a definite that we're definitely going to resign. So, like I said, we'll see come January.
Yeah, because Cody could have carried that brand for you for a little bit before dropping to somebody important. But I mean, because like Nick Aldis isn't going to carry the NWA for you. I mean, sorry, Corgan, but he's not.
Yeah, we will see. We will definitely see. Intern, we got predictions to do for wrestling.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I was looking at the video.
Oh, having fun in there, intern? Oh, okay. Look at you with your nice scrubs on. That's my intern Cletus.
He just did like a little spin turn and like a pelvic thrust.
Yeah.
No, it was not what that was.
It wasn't a pelvic thrust?
It kind of was, but they have an image in their head right now, and that's not what you're thinking of. That's not what it was like.
My password is Sting.
A man called Sting?
Your name is This Is Sting.
And the password is Sting.
Is that not what the first... What?
Try it out.
The password is Sting. It's all lowercase.
Your name can't be This Is Sting, and then your password be Sting too.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, someone's gonna find your laptop and be like, there we go. I know how to get in and find all of Steve's secret plans.
Yeah, all my secret plans, my diabolical plans of world domination.
How are you feeling about the Evolution card?
The only match I'm looking forward to, I guess, would be Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella.
Really?
I love Rousey. Everything else, I'm not really too. And the Riot Squad, I like the Riot Squad, of course. Liv Morgan is. Love me some Liv Morgan.
I'm personally looking forward to Becky versus Charlotte, which last woman sandwich should be really good.
I forgot about that match.
That's a great feud.
It is a really good feud. Apparently, Charlotte's not a good wrestler. Apparently.
Yeah, I don't know who said that.
I'm sorry. Who's also a really good wrestler?
Who?
Who I think she deserves to be up there for top women wrestler in the world. You know, if they were Charlotte and them.
Who?
Tessa Blanchard.
You know, she's not that bad. She's actually really good.
She is really good.
It was like something about her not being mature enough to be in WWE when she first tried out for it. But
Really good.
I mean, maybe like next year. Why not?
She's really good.
Like,
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, imagine her versus Flair, and you have like a whole NWA passing where it's just like, your father helped my father back. You know, like something cool. You know.
Also, shout out, Johnny Impact, the new Impact World Champion.
So what's up with Aries?
Aries, I don't think through the tape. I think Aries on this thing where he's like, kind of like a low key thing. You know how low key can't stay in a promotion for so long. I mean, Aries is like, I'm done for right now. Leave me alone.
Aries is I don't know. He's a prima donna. But I mean, low key was a major prima donna. But
They were Impact wanted low key to come back for that tag match to be Rich Swan's tag partner. Mm-hmm. He was like, I don't know if you want to mess with low key.
doesn't he like retires like every other month or whatever? Like every other time he's like, who wants to mess with you?
I actually liked this gimmick when he came back. He was the dressed in he's like 007 kind
Yeah.
of. Not 007 Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that gimmick. I like low key. It's just I guess he doesn't have a great attitude. But
No.
Yeah.
He was like, is he like the first ROH World Champion? I believe so.
I can't remember. He might be.
But yeah, back to Evolution. It's like I'm looking forward to the SmackDown Women's Title match. I mean, I'm still gonna watch Rousey versus Nikki because I think it's gonna be a fine little fight brawly match. I think it's gonna be a pretty good match.
Yeah, low key is the first ROH champion.
Okay.
He defeated Spanky and Christopher Daniels and Doug Williams.
Spanky. And I'm looking forward to the women's title matches. I'm looking forward to Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. But after that, it's like it just seems like the card's lacking. For as many past women stars as they could get,
Yeah.
it feels like they're not taking advantage of what they have.
Uh-huh.
Like, Jesus Christ, Steve. Like,
Didn't do anything, but okay.
like, you have Trish Stratus and Lita on your card, and why does Alexa need to fight them too? Doesn't she already have enough?
Rand's gonna be mad at you.
I'm fine with it. Like, why not like? Okay, here's the thing. Alexa's not that good of a wrestler.
Hot take.
She's not that hot a take. Jesus, she's not that good of a wrestler. She's okay. She's like, I barely even think she has a good ring presence. She has a good character, but her in-ring work is sort of lacking. And I'm just like, I would have rather had Trish face someone who was like a ring worker. Like, I mean, Ram might also dislike this one, but Sasha Banks, or Ember, which Ram really not like to hear. I mean,
I'm a big Ember Moon fan.
I am too. I love Ember Moon.
Yeah.
She's great.
She's in the Battle Royal, right?
Yeah.
I hope she wins. I really hope she wins.
I feel like it's being set up, but it's so obvious. You know what I mean?
Isn't Alundra Blaze in it too?
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of legends in there. Alundra Blaze, they got Molly Holly. One of my favorite things, actually, when they were announcing all the women in the Battle Royale, a whole bunch of women were like women wrestlers on like the current roster who were in the Battle Royale were like posting pictures of like their reaction images of like their faces looking confused. Like, have you seen that?
No, I didn't.
Naomi's just hilarious because I think I have it on my phone. I just gotta find it. But Naomi's was hilarious because it's like she's so like confused by the notion that WWE would sit there and put her in this battle royale with like here it is right here. You having fun, Steve? Here it is right here. So WWE saying all these people are in the battle royale.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm looking.
Here's her photo. It's like this confused photo of like her own face, like her own reaction image. Like, what? You have me and all these legends and you're just doing this? Like, why? You could do so much and you're doing so little, WWE. Although you heard the thing where it's like management doesn't really care about the show, so
Yeah, I have heard of that.
you know, what are you gonna do? I guess this is what you wanted for Evolution. You know, I like. I'm not saying All In was like the greatest show ever, but you could tell there's some effort put into that one. But you know, in reality, let's face it, Evolution was just made to kind of just, you know, it was sort of just made because WWE felt bad about, you know, the Saudi Arabia shows and not bringing the woman along.
Got some. This is quick. This is from Ringside News.
All right.
Apparently, once Vince McMahon retires, or you know, takes a step back, give it to Triple H. Shawn Michaels is going to be like Triple H's right hand man. So
Really?
yeah, so it's kind of like he's doing, you know, Triple H a favor with the Saudi Arabia thing.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. So he's going to be like the Kevin Dunn that Vince has, essentially.
Yeah, and also this is also more news from I believe Ringside News. So the two people that took the news the hardest, well, Roman Reigns' leukemia battle was well, first Reigns and Ambrose didn't know.
I mean, Rollins and Ambrose.
Yeah, Rollins and Ambrose didn't know that what's his name? I'm sorry, Roman had leukemia. They just knew he was dropping the title. They didn't know why he was, you know, dropping it.
Right.
But apparently Nia Jax and Rollins took it the hardest backstage when they found out that. You know,
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Dean took it super hard.
Yeah, but-
He's just not emotional like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And like I said, with seeing like Seth Rollins come out there and like cry was like that. I don't know. That just
And Nia is like his cousin, you know, so that makes sense.
yeah. That just. I mean, it sucks, man. It really sucks. Like it sucks.
It does, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Until then, let's get these Evolution, you know, things out the way. Let me go ahead and find.
Pull the card, Brian.
Well,
Well, you want to pull it up?
I'll
Tell me to pull it up.
I'll pull it up.
Intern Brian will just write.
Yeah, but all Brian needs to do is just simply write. But
What are we paying you for? Oh, we're not paying you nothing. That's right.
poor Brian.
We pay you in gum.
My jaw's starting to hurt.
Good. Hope you get locked, y'all.
Yeah,
You okay?
I got lockjaw.
Oh well, I'm sorry, Brian.
You beat Dark Souls yesterday. Oh, you are good. Shake my hand, Brian. You a real man. You would shake my hand.
I'm trying. You won't grab my
There you
hand.
go. Look me in the eye too. There you go. You're a real man. Good. Good. Talk all you want, miscellaneous about Dark Souls. Talk all you want.
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know we were done.
Alrighty, here's the card.
Yeah, to the meat and potatoes.
Sa-
I'm hungry now.
Can I see a meat and potatoes?
Yeah.
Sasha, Bailey, and Natalia versus the Riot Squad.
All right. Give me the Riot Squad.
Give me Riot Squad. Can we just end Riot Squad? Can we just end the Banks Bailey friendship thing here? And just Brick Squad. Who's in this battle royale? Okay, the battle royale, women's battle royale. Here are the participants. Steve.
Okay.
I forgot his name. Tamina, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Alicia Fuchs, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Maria Kanellis, Zelina Vega, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly Kelly, and Molly Holly.
Molly Holly and Kelly Kelly.
They're actually not related.
My pick is Ember Moon.
Who?
Ember Moon.
Give me Ember Moon. It's E-M. Yeah. Think like Ruby Rose but black. It's essentially.
I don't like it. I don't like Ruby Rose. Mine came off bad.
Oh, and your Bobby Lashley's hurt.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
Shoulder problem.
I mean, obviously not Sailor Moon. I guess it's the other way around.
No,
They're called Sailor Venus. Sorry.
her whole gimmick is basically she's taking after the war goddess Athena, who's also, I think, moon god. No,
She's such a good wrestler.
she's a good wrestler. I just don't know what her character is. I don't know. I don't think she has a character. Asuka is my pick. Might as well, right? Asuka.
Oh, not with Asuka. Ava.
Oh yeah. Weeb.
Baka.
Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James.
Trish Stratus and Lita.
Yeah, same. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm in the Mae Young Classic Tournament final match.
Say it one more time.
Io Shirai versus Toni Storm.
Toni Storm.
Give me Io. You spelled that I-O, Brian.
I-O?
Yeah, Io Shirai. Shirai. It's she's from Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Speaking of another Japanese wrestler, the NXT Women's Championship, champion Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler, the former champion.
Shayna Baszler.
Really?
Love it, Shayna Baszler.
I mean, I'm going with Kairi. Think of
Shayna
Kingdom
Baszler's my
Hearts.
girl.
Oh, spelled just like that.
Yeah, that Kairi. I mean, I like Shayna Baszler too, but Kairi. No,
That's a very good song.
it's a very good song.
Very
But
good
no. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, last woman standing for the WWE Championship, Women's Championship from SmackDown. Women's Championship, Becky or Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Becky. Please, Becky, please. Main event, Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Ronda Rousey. I'd be flabbergasted if they took the belt off her and put it on Nikki.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I don't think they will.
Well then. Any last words for the wrestling segment, Steven?
No, I think that's it. I think that's it. And I thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next week.
What you mean?
I'm signing off.
You are?
I am. It's in my contract.
We mean, what contract?
I told you that I'm doing only 2 shows a day.
Why?
For now on, I'm 2-show Steve.
Why?
That's why the intern's here. Intern's here. You an intern. There you go. You guys got that Boston Hug connection. There you go. So I'm out.
Steven.
I'm out this Joker. As he shuts the door. Yeah, like I just can't open the door. Okay, this is where it gets real. Can you at least sign off, sir? What are you doing? This is why we have much dead air. This is why people are not going to take us serious. You probably hear this and go, you guys are not serious.
A serious podcast sounds like it'd be boring.
Pretty boring.
I mean, not everyone. I mean, I guess some serious podcasts are fine.
Pretty. Did you hear that? Remember, he tried to pour Mysterio out of Jericho's cruise this weekend?
They did?
Yeah, he tried to.
What did Ray do? He was just like, no.
He's not going to, he has commitment.
Man, good guy Ray. Man, I don't know what beef Vince and Jericho have right now, but...
Yeah, there are issues between Jericho and WWE.
I don't know what happened, but... Also, when was the last time Jericho defended that IWGP IC title?
I do not know. I gotta look some of that stuff up.
He just has the belt. He's just carrying it.
He might lose it on the Chris Jericho cruise.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
Well, until then, miscellaneous segment is next.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
See you guys next week.
See you in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, you will see them, not me.
You'll see. We'll see him too.